Morning, guys. Back at my home gym today, which is quite a welcome return, to be honest. Lovely touring some gyms. Oh, I've got some breakfast in my beard still. Lovely touring some gyms, but it's good to just be back at a place where you sort of know the equipment, you know where everything is, and you know what you did last week, and you can progressively overload it, things like that. So today we've got push. My pre is currently making my face itch, which is a good sign. And yeah, we're going to try and push forward on bench today. I've had a week of like replenishing my body, so I'm hoping that pays off today. I'm a little bit fatigued, I will say that. It's not that late, it's 9 o'clock. But I stayed up late to watch the Arsenal last night. Weren't a great result. But yeah, so we're going to get in there. We can do some push. So we're going to do triceps today because we didn't do triceps yesterday, which is good. I don't really do chest and triceps together anymore, so that'll be a good mix and changing it up a little bit. Contrary to popular belief, I am wearing something under this. I am wearing a vest. It looks like I'm naked under this, but I'm not. So yeah, I'll see you in there. Lads, I realised as I was editing this that I definitely can't use the background noise in this video because it's commercial music. So I'm asking to be copyright striked, I think. So yeah, this is a hammer strength incline press. So I used to do barbell incline, and I'm not adverse to that. Like, I really enjoyed it. But for the purposes of overloading safely and just getting it done quicker, this hammer strength incline plate loaded press is incredible. I do adjust my grip on the final set to more of a neutral grip, but this is a second set working up. And I've recently, as I go on to allude at the end of this video, moved to this chest fly machine. There's two in this gym. One has handles, one does not. So I'm just trying to get the hang of this one. But as you can see, I got the weight a bit wrong on this machine because I forgot that I'd switched machines. So the weight was all a bit hurdy-wordy-dirty. But what I actually try and do is just drop the weight and continue to go as close to failure as I can. Yeah, I've never been great at chest flies. I try and imagine sort of a shelf on my chest and trying to squeeze it together with my elbows. But as I say, it's one of the exercises that I don't mind. I don't mind the feeling of it, but I've never been very good at it, I don't think. But yeah, it's a great setting today at the gym, as you can see. The sun's out. I'm feeling very summery. I'm feeling like summer is round the corner now. And you can tell because I'm working out in a vest, and being as cut and trimmed as I am, I definitely feel the cold. So yeah, it was a nice change of pace today. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just trying to push to failure as much as I can, and I'll just keep going. And that's the good thing about like pin loaded machines, is that it doesn't take any amount of time to move the weight. You just got to pull the pin out and move it down, compared to plate loaded machines where you got to get up, take the plates off. That uses energy, albeit a little bit of energy, but it still takes time. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do a few drop sets on a few exercises when I can, and when there's sort of a pin loaded machine or perhaps dumbbells. And this is a sort of work in progress tricep extension. So I used to lean right over, sort of horizontal, and use sort of my weight to hold that sort of cable further down. So this feels harder, and obviously I've dropped the weight a little bit, but I might go to katana extensions. I might go back to dumbbells. I just don't know. Like, with leaning forward, I was finding that my elbows were clicking a bit. So never a good sign, especially if you're trying to prevent injury and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm going to go hand back to myself now. And yes, boys, that is the end of push today. You would have seen in the previous clips, especially the chest fly, that I've messed up the final set. I've moved machines. There's two chest flies in there. One has handles, one sort of doesn't. You have to put your forearms on it. So I've moved to the handles one, but I got the weights mixed up. So I did 73 for like 3 reps. And I was like, this is really heavy. Then I realized, oh, this isn't the same machine. So I just impromptu just drop setted it and it's kept half in the weight until I couldn't do any more. I think a lot of the time when you post online or when you post on YouTube, every set has to be perfect because you're trying to promote your knowledge or how far you've come. But sometimes you get it wrong. And today, I got it wrong, but it's having the, I guess, unseriousness in a way, just to, right, what do I do right now? And think on the spot to make the most of that set. So I knew that I could keep going for more reps, and it wasn't so much muscle failure, it was more mechanical failure, if you like. So by dropping and keep going, I was able to push and push and push. And to be honest with you, I do one chest fly a week, so it's not a repeated exercise throughout the week. So I can send it a little bit on that. But I do hate chest flies, I've got to say. I do hate them. They're, for me, really tricky. I don't know why. But yeah, so did that. I tried out a standing tricep extension. Normally I lean forward a little bit, but I've just been not enjoying that. So I've just switched that up a little bit, see how we go with standing. You have to lighten the load a little bit because you're not using your whole body to hold the weight forward. But yeah, it was a good session nonetheless. Good to be back in my old gym. I think next week coming up, I want to go to Paragon Gym in Wolves and see what that's like. But if you have any other suggestions for the area, let me know. I'm happy to go and visit and check it out. All right. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.